Hello everyone and welcome to a book talk. This particular book talk is for the final book that I completed in 2024. Let's go ahead and get into this book talk for The Alpha's Christmas Wish by Mary Auclair. This is book number 2 in the A Christmas Night with the Alpha series. This was published in 2024. This is a plus size, or the woman is plus size, fated mates with a werewolf shifter. This is an adult holiday paranormal romance. This is told in first person. When I read this book via ebook, there were no audiobooks available. For this one, do you have to read these in order? So far, if you read this one first before book number 1, honestly, you would be fine. You're not going to be confused or anything. There is one character that pops up, but you would just know this person to be a friend of the main female character, and this friend just has a certain life, and that's it. So there's nothing in it that you need to have read the book prior for. Now, will that continue on with the series as it continues? That I don't know, because I've only read the first 2 books in this series. So what is this one about? We are following Megan, who is a human. She is the plus-size human. She goes to attend a Christmas Eve party that her best friend is hosting. She feels kind of out of place because everyone's already in love, yet she's the single woman. Well, then Nate shows up. Nate is a werewolf shifter, and this is someone that she knew back in high school, and so this is like a second chance romance. She knew this guy in high school, but then he all of a sudden kind of ghosted her. He left and it broke her heart, and she never heard from him again, except now until this Christmas party on Christmas Eve. So she decides to leave, and she ends up getting stranded. Nate comes along and takes her to a hotel. It's in the mountains, it's snowing, so it is considered an isolated setting. And he knows that she is his fated mate, and he still has feelings for her and is trying to talk to her, but yet she is very closed off. As the night goes on, she starts to open up a little. Certain events start to happen that cause her to open up a little bit more and second guess things that she thought she knew, and to the point that she has to accept a new reality as far as like werewolves existing, and whether or not she accepts this, that's going to be up to her, and you will find that out. And this particular edition was 69 pages, and it just goes, there is a werewolf fight in this, and it's basically Megan just coming to terms with this new reality of knowing that werewolves exist. Is she going to accept it and become a part of this new reality that she now knows of and be with Nate, or is she going to walk away from it all like she's been trying to do? And that is the story. It is a romance between the two, so you can guess how it is going to end up. So representation, like I said, you have plus size. As far as tropes, isolated setting, fated mates, second chance, content warning, animal fights, and blood is depicted on this. It's not particularly gory, but it is there. This does take place on Christmas Eve to Christmas morning, so over a 24-hour period, and then the epilogue at the end is 1 year later. As far as representation outside of the plus size, it will be up to your imagination. So in case you are still on the fence and going, okay, it sounds good, I'm interested in it, but is a word I want nothing to do with in any of my books contained in this book? Well, let me tell you what words that are in this book that could be particularly bothersome to some readers, and how many times they show up. So if a word shows up that you're like, I don't like it in there, but if it's one time out of 69 pages, I'll deal with it, gloss over it. But if it's 5 times or more, want nothing to do with it. Then you'll know whether you can go ahead and pick this book up or not. Oh, and another content and trigger warning is sexually explicit language and sexually explicit scenes. So we have the following words: damn 3 times, breast twice, shit once, the word God once not in religious context, hell once, bullshit once, ass twice. Cock, 6. Arouse, and some of these words could be arousal, arousing, aroused, arouse. So there could be various variations of that, but the base word is arouse, and that was 4 times. Hard, once. Nipple, once. Pussy, 5. Juices, twice. Wet, 4. Folds, once. Cream, twice. Fuck, 8. Entrance, twice. Clit, 4. Tight, once. Come, C-O-M-E, 5. Walls, twice. Inside, 3 times. Orgasm, 3 times. Thrust, 4. And seed, once. And those are the word usages. Okay. Now I will read the about the author. If you saw the review for the first one, it's going to be the same thing. I'm just reading it directly from Goodreads. So you can skip this part or just end the video now if that's what you decide to do. But for those of you who did not see that one and do want to know about the author, we have Mary Auclair, and this is the bio from Goodreads. It says, Mary grew up in the quiet peace of a small rural village in the heart of Quebec, Canada. She spent her childhood chasing butterflies and catching frogs, playing in the mud, and generally being as unladylike as she could. Her love of science led her to complete a mechanical engineering degree at the École Polytechnique of Montreal, where she met the love of her life. Years later, as she enjoyed the role of full-time mom to her 2 wonderful children, she decided to pursue her dream of becoming a writer. She now writes as much as her busy schedule allows to bring to life her inner world, filled with exotic plants, mysterious creatures, and, of course, hot alpha heroes and the women who melt their hearts. When she's not writing, she can be found in the garden, walking her dogs or playing with fire in her kitchen as a part-time hit-or-miss chef. All right, and that is it. This author does have other works, so let me know, have you read any of the books in this particular series? What was the series called again? A Christmas Night with the Alpha. Have you read The Alpha's Christmas Wish? Or have you read other works by this author? Definitely let me know. And knowing what is contained in this, that it's tropes that you don't like or that you love, let me know if this is a hit or a miss as far as if this is one that you will plan on picking up, or is it just not for you, knowing what is contained in the book. Definitely let me know. Talk to me in the comment section below, and until next time, stay true to yourself and enjoy a good book, and I will talk to you later.